this. I think from now on, I think I'm gonna move our stream times to about 3 o'clock Central Time, which is like, so 38 minutes earlier than right now. Like the old stream start time. We're gonna start streams an hour earlier now. We're gonna start streams a little hour earlier now. From now on, from this day forward, streams will start an hour early. So it'll be earlier than this, like 30 minutes earlier than this. It used to be like this before my schedule shifted, and then my schedule shifted again, and now I'm like, well, let's do it. So I got over work and immediately, well, Green, you can still mow your yard. There will be VODs later. There will be VODs. I'm not a fan of it, but I can adapt. Yeah, I'm sorry, but like, you know, work schedules be work schedules on that one. It's too hot. Okay. Speaking of hot, how is everybody doing? Are y'all doing good? Hot as hell out there. Hopefully you're all staying hydrated and everything. What's going on with the YouTube playlist there? Oh, so check this out. So yeah, 4th of July, were you all good? Unlike these people, were you good for the 4th of July? Nothing says 4th of July quite like lighting fireworks with your friends and neighbors, chat. I'm sure you all had a good, safe time and it didn't wind up like this. Because if it did, you probably wouldn't be here right now. Yeah. That is a spectacular light show. I don't understand people who shoot off this kind of crazy fireworks in their yard like that. So yeah, be very careful out there. I mean, you don't have to worry about that now, but like, yeah. My people, it wasn't that bad this year. Dudes, we have like city ordinances that like people don't shoot off fireworks and stuff like that. You're not supposed to shoot them off this close. Which reminds me, I literally saw this happened years ago. I think I told y'all about this in Louisiana. There were people just like this. I swear to God, it almost looks exactly like our neighborhood. That almost looks exactly like the neighborhood I lived in Louisiana. Kinda. But literally, there was like the same deal. Neighbors lighting off fireworks in their front yard, right? In the middle of a field, and I swear to God, if I'm making this up, may God strike me down right now. In the middle of the field, I'm watching out my window because it's right there. I can see it in the middle of the field. And they're shooting fireworks up. And then, I don't know what happened. Maybe a gust of wind, some sort of force made that firework, like, rocket thing, like the launcher. It tipped over and pointed straight into the neighbor's house. Like, right into their garage. I promise to God, swear to God, I watched it happen. Like, it just tipped over and then right into their garage and just boom. It was like, whoa, yeah, nah. Fireworks, man. I don't fuck with them. That's when my family stopped using fireworks. Illegal Chinese fireworks. I don't know what happened, but yeah. You're at work 95% of the streams anyway. No, that's fine. Look, that's why we have the VODs. That's why we have them. Not really because fireworks gonna start fires too. Well, depends too, right, Green? Because like at least around here, thankfully it rained pretty strong a day or two beforehand. And I think it rained the same day too. So fire's not gonna catch as hard than when it's like dry summer, right? But still, definitely a fire hazard. And of course, one more fireworks show for the road here. Like now, chat. I want you to take a look at the juxtaposition of of this right here. I want you guys to predict what could possibly go wrong with this man holding fireworks on the second floor, pointed out in the middle of nowhere. What could possibly happen that could go wrong here? Can you guess what happens here? Just gonna pause it. What could possibly happen that could go wrong right here, chat? Pointing at the neighbor's house. That's a good one. D. Matthew, fingers blown up. I would not show this video if someone got mutilated. I can promise y'all this much. I will not show any mutilation videos. So no, fingers not blown up. It shoots back at him. That's a good guess too. He dropped it. That's a damn good guess, Joker. Let's all watch together and see examples of why you should take these fireworks things very seriously if you're going to be shooting them off. Be safe. He cast Faraga. Well, let's find out. Let's watch. Alright, so far so good. Alright. Yep. Second one goes off, not a hitch. Wow, look at that, amazing. Oh, hang on. A little shaky there. Make sure you get that grip nice and tight. Oh, there it goes. And as you all know, chat, dropped it right down below. Now you see, chat, when you have a firm grip like that, you gotta make sure you keep a firm hold on that thing or someone is gonna get hurt. Jesus! Into his own house, too.
Holy fuck! What just happened?
Everything's on fire. You can't see anything down there. Smoke, glass broken. Limp try to light the neighbor's house on fire to lighting his own house on. Listen to the sound of the explosion. If some glass got broken down there, it probably shot into his own home. Listen. Just... He didn't keep a firm grip on the shaft, chat. You all know if you don't keep a firm grip on it, someone's gonna get hurt. You could go blind. Now listen. Man. And they recorded it too, so I'm pretty sure, I don't know if this is a rental or home insurance or whatever. Pretty sure they don't cover being a dumbass and shooting fireworks into your own home. I don't think that's covered. Can anybody who works insurance tell me, is firing rockets into your own home insured? Are you covered by that? Is humanity starting to lose IQ? No, we've been lost IQ. We've been lost IQ. That's crazy. Beavis and Butthead type activities. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. How much money do you think they have to pay for damage? It depends. They're definitely gonna have to pay for a window. That's for sure. A window was broken. Depending on what else got lit up down there. Maybe a couch. It looks a little too clean to be like their own home. I think it was like a B&B or something like that. Maybe. Insurance co job is to deny claims as much as they can. This is never gonna fly. Exactly. There you go. Well, chat, they'll have to pay for this one themselves. Can you do that? You can do that at Aaron? No. Well, there's no law stopping you from not doing it, but like, I mean, you're gonna get in huge trouble. There's nothing saying you can't do anything, but you're gonna get in trouble if you do. Gonna clock out when he gets to the PlayStation news, as I've heard so much about it, starting to annoy me. Alright, no problem, Paragon. That's why we have a whole variety of news stories. So many news stories, chat. You won't even believe it. PlayStation is going to be a major aspect, though. We'll get there when we get there. And like I said, chat, I like to balance the good with the bad. I have bad news and good news. I like to put them in order so that way we're not just sticking with the bad for a long time. Alright? So everybody just chill out. It's Chill Tuesday. Get a drink of water. Like so. Stay hydrated, please. You don't want to get a migraine or a headache or a heat stroke or anything like that. It's important to stay hydrated, especially during these heat waves. Especially if you're in Europe, too. Y'all have it rough. Okay, so let's see. We're going to move on to our next news story, chat. Did you know that Angry Birds 3 has a trailer? As someone who watched Angry Birds 1 and 2, and don't remember much of those movies, let's take a look at the trailers together. Paragon said, I remember when I was living in an apartment, one 4th of July, a neighbor set their apartment on fire. Was that because of fireworks, or was that just them being a pyro? Let's look.
Don't tell Mom.
Okay, yeah, all right. Not gonna question it. Oh shit, we're going to the Rio Olympics.
Let's do this.
One Angry Bird will face his greatest challenge yet. Oh, is it fatherhood? Fatherhood.
Cooler than your dad.
LaSwan James, Hendaya, Michael Beek Jordan, Timothy Qualamay,
I said
Bad Bird.
Is this like
McCraven,
canon?
Alex Earl, Ryan
Does this
Gosling,
guy have like kids in the games? From Paramount Pictures.
Full-time parent. It's my new job.
Oh, hey, what's up? Came to say goodnight to the best daughter in the world.
Hold on, chat. Hang on. Who did the first... Paramount's doing this one? Who did the first Angry Bird movies? Hang on, chat. I gotta look this up. I don't remember Paramount doing the first ones. Did they do the first ones? Angry Bird movie. This looks different. Who did this? Sony. Oh, I wonder if the fact that Sega bought Rovio and that they're in bed with Paramount right now, maybe that's why they shifted to this. I was gonna say, this doesn't look as clean as 1 and 2. Maybe it's just the trailer quality. I can't tell, chat. It doesn't look as clean.
Oh, what? No way.
Yes way.
That is so wild.
Really? Well,
Hold on. My dad's mumbling something in the doorway. Dad, do you need something? I'm on the phone.
Okay.
I love you too, Dad. Video chat.
How many years has it been? Dude has like kids in like toddler, teens. He got busy at least 13 years ago.
Don't tell Mom. Whoa. Time to call in the bomb squad.
Oh, yeah.
You guys got this, right?
I've got a
Oh, wow.
situation here. Everything going okay out there?
This is just gonna be. This is just gonna be that Sonic Boom episode where they were babysitting the kid. Jesus Christ. Oh, they're upping the potty humor on this one, ain't they?
Oh, no. Why is he doing that? Is that normal?
I don't know.
What are you doing? Call 911! Or an exorcist!
You know, I'm not gonna lie. Mr. Beast is in this? Maybe it's just the trailer, chat. Maybe it's just the trailer there, but I don't think that one looked as good as 1 and 2. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? You know, look, this is gonna be the Shrek 5 plot. Look, the plot of almost every animated film these days is now going to be main character becomes dad. That's just because I don't know if y'all know. The target audience for these films that are taking their kids to see it is us. And we are now, most of us are probably, if we're not parents, are becoming parents type deal. So it's relatable. Oh, they're having kids just like me. My kids would love to see this type deal, you know? That's what I'm saying. I think that's gonna be the target audience. You're gonna be seeing a lot of that. But then again, Shrek, wait. Shrek 5, didn't Shrek already have kids in like one of the sequels? Like 3 or 4? Didn't Shrek already have kids? I only watched like 2. Like Shrek 1 and 2. I thought maybe on a poster they had like kids in that one. This movie is competing with Doomsday and Dune, so it's in trouble. Oh, Avengers Doomsday and Dune? Yeah, you're right about that. Oh, they in big trouble. This will make you hate kids more. I haven't watched the Angry Birds movie, so Angry Birds 1 and 2 is like fine. They're fine for what they are. Shrek got kids in 3. He had kids in 3. Okay, so they're gonna be grown kids in this one. That trailer did not impress me, honestly. This one looks like it's just above Cat in the Hat. You know what I mean? This looks just above Cat in the Hat with toot farts. Let's see. You know what's funny, Wolf? Devin Mack, the voice of Prime Sonic, did voice Chuck, aka... Wait, really? Is that real? The Sonic Prime voice actor voiced the yellow bird, the fast guy in this one? Oh, that's cool. That's actually really cool. Did not know that. Oh, in one of the Angry Birds show. Not the movie, but the show. Okay. Well, while we're on the topic of movies, chat, animated movies, did you guys hear about what's happening? A second Powerpuff Girls movie is officially in the works at Warner Brothers Pictures Animations. Now, I don't know if y'all remember the original Powerpuff Girls movie, but I really hope they're going with the original OGs and not the reboot that they did, what? How many years ago was that now? 6 or 7? I don't know, chat. Is it a reboot? We don't know yet. The information is still new. It's still new. I hate to say it, but the Powerpuff Girls animated movie from the 2000s, the one that this screenshot is from, bombed really hard. Bombed harder than any movie has bombed before. I think they made it up with like VHS and DVD sales later, but like did not do good theatrically. I'm curious what run they're going with on this. I'd hope it's the original, but we shall see. Is Craig McCracken? That's too early to know. Too early to know. It'll be fine if they have Craig working on it, because I'm pretty sure the reason the reboot came out the way it did was because they didn't have our guy there. And I think they did the whole reboot without, like, I believe the original writers, the original voice actresses. I think they wanted to do a whole new thing, and what they did was kind of bullshit. Also, lest we forget the CW show, where the Powerpuff Girls were having sex with, like, older. Let me put that way. The CW show was them. It was supposed to be them older and being like crash outs. Like they're supposed to be like, I don't know, drinking, having sex, and all that shit. It was weird. It was really weird. So yeah, Powerpuff Girls have been going through it. It's not been good for them. Hey Madeline, welcome. How you doing? Everybody just joining us, welcome. We're talking about the Powerpuff Girls movie that failed, man. Failed. Craig McCracken is set to be involved in this. Well, then it may be okay. It may be okay. I think all the original... Wait. Are all the original VAs for the Powerpuff Girls still alive? They are, right? Yeah, they are. Tara Strong was, Bubbles. I forget. What's her name? Something Daily was Buttercup? Yeah, they're all good. For some reason, I remember, the Powerpuff Girls merch has been really good, though. Has there? I've not seen any. Sadly, I need to find... Oh, yeah, the voice actor for Professor Utonium passed away recently. This year, in fact. Yeah, rest in peace, dude. Yeah, no, that was sad. Tom Kane, that was his name. E.G. Daily, thank you. I'm struggling to remember the names. Hot take, I like the added details of the 2016 designs. You know, everybody's got their things. I've gifted you a game on Steam. It's called My Voice Zoo. Huh? Let me pull this up. Are you sure? I don't see anything. I don't see it. Oh, never mind. Let me chat. Give me 1 second. Let me look at this. My Voice Zoo. This is for me. It's a game where you use your microphone. This is a future stream game. Is it a future stream game? Okay. We got a lot of news stories to get through, chat. So let's not dilly dally. We're gonna move on to our next news story. Chat. It's the 30th anniversary of a amazing TV show that you guys all love and remember. Or at least some of you might. I gotta ask you guys, what's the over-under and what do y'all think of this show? Camp Lazlo. 21 years ago, it premiered on Cartoon Network. What did y'all think of Camp Lazlo? What would you guys rate this show on the Cartoon Network cartoon scale? Joker said, eh? Damn, that's strong. Don't like it? Didn't see it out of 10. I barely remember it. Damn, Camp Lazlo was okay. It had some Rocco element. I mean, it was the Rocco's Modern Life creator, I'm pretty sure. I've seen some episodes, it's whatever. Yeah. Okay, I didn't want to come in strong with that, but I'm glad y'all kind of feel the same way. Like, the show wasn't bad, but like, it was very... Alright. Like, if it was on TV, you could look at it, right? But like, you wouldn't go out of your way and be like, oh, Camp Lazlo's on! Let me turn it on real quick, right? It was just like, I guess it's on. I won't turn the channel. Like, you know, it was fine. I think the one thing I didn't like about the show was the elephant character. Just because that character always talked in like screams, I think. Like, it was, oh! Like, every sentence out of that character's mouth was him screaming. And it bugged the shit out of me. It's like, yeah, the elephant? Was his name Raj? Yeah. His voice was really annoying. I had shows like that. Yeah, it's like what were some shows that were just average to you? Like it's fine. It's on TV. It's on TV. I won't turn the channel, but I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna seek it out. Last reminds me of SpongeBob. They had well. Wait, was Coconut Fred Cartoon Network attempting to rip off SpongeBob? Who was Coconut Fred? Who did that one? Johnny Test? Johnny Test. Ooh. I never watched Johnny Test, honestly. I don't think I ever watched Johnny Test. Cartoon Networks in the 2000s weren't that good, to be honest. There are exceptions. There's one Disney TV series I didn't like because the odd animation. It's called Teacher's Pet. I think I know what you're talking about. It looked like a children's book, right? Kids WB? That's not a cartoon show. That's a channel. Atomic Bet. Why does that sound familiar? Atomic Betty. Let me look this shit up. Atomic Betty. That sounds so familiar. Atomic Betty. Oh, wow. I've seen it, but I've never watched it. This. I don't think I ever watched this show. But I've seen the character before. What was this on Disney? This reminds me a lot of My Life as a Teenage Robot. This is definitely that era of My Life as a Teenage Robot. Like that early... This had to have been like animated in Flash and Canada, right? It has that vibe about it. It was a Canadian cartoon? Yeah. I figured it was like, it looks like that, because like a lot of early 2000s shows were just imported from Canada. It was like this, Total Drama Island, like a lot of those early Flash cartoons. It tried to copy Kim Possible. It just reminds me a lot of My Life as a Teenage Robot. Even the intro. It reminds me so much of, like, My Life as a Teenage Robot. Even the intro. My gym partner as a monkey was average. I think I like My Gym Partner as a Monkey better than Camp Lazlo, at least. I don't remember much about My Partner as a Gym Monkey, whatever that show was. I remember it, but like I don't remember a lot about it. That one kind of fell to the wayside for me. For me, it was Littlest Pet Shop on the Hub whenever I was waiting for MLP. Now, that's the Hub channel. Remember that thing? Remember that one? Remember that one? Yeah, the Hub. That channel died. Robot Boy. Wait, are you talking about Whatever Happened to Robot Jones? That's something else entirely. Robot Boy was something else? Is Gym Partner on Tubi? I don't think so. Maybe? I think everything wound up on Tubi. Alright, chat. Let's move on from Camp Lazlo to something else. A live-action Magic School Bus movie is moving forward. Elizabeth Banks will star as Miss Frizzle. Now, I think everybody knows what Magic School Bus is. Like, they played this thing forever. Ever since its inception, everybody has dealt with the Magic School Bus. It was like the go-to substitute teacher / rainy day thing that they would play in your class. A live-action Magic School Bus could work. Honestly, it could work. I could see it working. Does it need to happen? Not really. I'm curious what the movie, what... I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, what would it be about? Just learning stuff? It would be a one-and-done learning movie. Like, I feel it's best when it's done in syndication, like, every episode a new thing. But I swear to God, if this is gonna be, like, Here's my cynical Wolfie brain kicking in, chat. Watch this movie be like, oh, Miss Frizzle is a crash out bum teacher who she can't get her students to listen because she's out of touch. Now she's gotta get with the youth or something like that. Watch it be something like completely that goes against the original message of just like learning can be fun. And one day Miss Frizzle, the crash out teacher, goes to a schoolyard and finds a school bus that's abandoned. Oh my god, the school bus is magical. You can do anything in this thing. And that's how it goes about. Watch. It's gonna be something just like that. Yeah, they gotta make it dramatic. They gotta. You know that's gonna be, it's gonna be an origin story of how they found the school bus. They're gonna over-explain everything. How she found the school bus, how she got that little iguana. It's gonna be all that. And the iguana's gonna be really poorly CG'd. But that's just the cynic in me. I'm hoping it's a bright, upbeat, just learning can be fun type deal. I'm really hoping they keep like the original vibe of Magic School Bus, cause like that was what made it fun. That and that sick ass theme song. You know? I want the school bus to eat people. Now, if that horror studio did it, it would be about that. As long as it's better than Netflix. There was a Netflix reboot of Magic School Bus? I'm looking this up. Now I'm curious. Netflix Magic School Bus. Whoa! Oh, wow. That is flash as fuck. Look at this, chat. I did not know this existed. Look. Miss Frizzle, what did they do to you? They redesigned you and everything? I guess Miss Frizzle was very 90s coded, right? Yeah, get off my screen, Cap Laszlo. I ain't trying to look at you right now. Like, I guess Miss Frizzle was kind of 90s coded, yeah? She definitely looks like that substitute teacher you'd have in the 90s. So I guess they had to update her? Oh, that's her sister. But they had the same kids. Like, they're the same kids, too. So what, it's her niece and the kids all stayed the same? This looks like, this almost is, I know it's a probably early Flash animation, but this looks too clean. It's almost looking AI. You know how AI looks these days? It's different kids, then why do they look all the same? It's like, these are the kids of the kids from the 90s version. They just happen to look just like them. I mean, at least they kept the theme song. Wow.
Contributions out of nowhere.
That's Lin Miranda singing that? Is it really? Alright. I mean, this is good for somebody, right, chat? That's good for somebody. So you're saying you hope the movie is better than this? Yeah, that definitely looked like a Flash car. When was this made? 8 years ago. So this would have been 2018 around the time this came out. That's crazy. Well, chat, the Flash animation doesn't have the charm as the OG. Well, the OG was like not hand drawn, but like, you know, drawn on frames and everything, like the old school cartoons used to be. It's just a charming look about it. I think we're all used to it too because we grew up on that. Miss Frizzle does make an appearance in the show. Really? Huh. Well, all right then. Well, speaking of movies, chat, let's move on to our next news story. Did you guys know a movie's coming out this week that you guys can check out? All of you will be checking it out, in fact, because it's going to make so much money. And that is Moana live action. Bad news, chat. It's apparently, its pre-sales are bombing harder than expected. The projection for its domestic opening weekend is now down to 45 million to 60 million. With a budget of 200 million, it's on track to become one of Disney's biggest bombs. Anybody gonna go watch the Moana live action remake? How y'all gonna see it? Anybody? Anyone gonna go save this movie? Y'all already know how I feel about the live action remakes, so I'm not saying anything. I'm just asking, are y'all gonna go see it? Will any of you guys save this film? No. Okay. I'll be watching Spider-Man instead. You gotta wait at least 3 more weeks before Spider-Man comes out. Unless you're saying you're saving your money for Spider-Man because it costs $500 to get into a theater these days. So you gotta save all your money now to save up for the end of the month. I haven't seen one of these live-action remakes, and I don't plan to kill my streak. Okay. Alright. Will this be a bigger bomb than Snow White? We'll have to wait and see. Right now, 45 million to 60 million. And this is domestic, chat. We're not counting international, so that's not counting Europe, Japan, all them, right? I think it's gonna break even. I think this is gonna break even. I think international will probably save this. I think international might save this. Domestic, it might not do too hot. We'll see. Honestly, it still feels too soon for a Moana live action. Like, say what you will about Lilo and Stitch live action, which I hated. But, like, at least that was, what, 20 years after the fact? This is not even 10. It's way too soon. Like, and not to mention, chat, on top of that, we are getting... Yes, Jen, I saw your message. I have the news stories already. I'm already ahead of you, my friend. Look, Moana 3 is already in the works. We got a live-action remake of a movie that's getting a 3rd movie within the next few years. It's crazy. Like, damn, slow down. The worst part was, yeah, you're right. I hate, and that's the thing I really hate about that Snow White bombing, was all the grifters turning it into, oh, it's because Snow White wasn't white that it bombed. And it's like, no, it's because the movie was just shit. The race or whatever of the actor did not play a role in the bombing of the movie. Sometimes the movie just fucking sucks. Maybe that's what it takes, right? Moana 2 wasn't even that good. Did I see Moana 2? Wasn't Moana 2 supposed to be a Disney Plus show? I'm legit confused of the timeline of Moana now. Green said, Dwayne Johnson is a great guy. The fiasco is all Disney greed. Disney's been trying to make The Rock work for them for a while, though. If y'all remember Jungle Cruise, that was also The Rock, but that also bombed. Disney been trying to get Rock to work for them for a while, so this might be what they need. Ruckus said, can we at least get Frozen 3 out of the door first? Did people really want Frozen 3? I don't even remember people talking about Frozen 2. Disney's just in sequel mania right now. Only right now, they have Disney Plus instead of the straight to VHS sequels of old. Return of Jafar, your Lion King 2s. Only now they're getting theatrical releases. And soon to be on Disney Plus for your viewing pleasure, chat. Do you remember the game? I know. What the hell's game plan? Well, chat, I know you guys are eventually gonna give your money to Disney because I know y'all probably either saw Hoppers, Toy Story 5, or Moana. You're seeing one of those 3 this year. I know you are. You're gonna watch one of them. You can't escape them all. You will watch a Disney film by the end of this year. I know you will. Disney knows we'll watch the sequel. It's easy money. Easy money. What the fuck was that? Did y'all hear that? Hang on a second. That scared the shit out of me. That actually scared me. It actually made me jump in my seat. Alright, there we go. Oh, it's not the birds. I haven't had a bird hit my window in a minute, thankfully. Though we do have a woodpecker that shows up every spring now to hit the fucking side of my house, my apartment. So yeah, chat, how many of y'all are going to be watching Moana 3 when that comes out? I feel Disney is making sequels for the money. No. Disney wouldn't do that. Making sequels for money. No, they have an artistic vision. They have stories they want to tell. They have they want to support artists and things. They would never just do it for the money. Not Disney. Never Disney. Let's move on to our next news story. Yeah, I was gonna say, man, 90s Disney though, when they were actually making art. I mean, they're still making art. Even if you don't like what they're making, they're still making art. At least it's not AI. But back then they had stories they wanted to tell. Even shit like Pocahontas was at least artistic. It was nice to look at. Boring as hell, but at least I could look at it and be like, wow, artists spent time making this movie. Well, if you don't do that shit, there are people who generally feel that way and think you aren't being facetious. If they can't tell by my cadence, I don't know what to tell you. Now, there's a trailer for Avatar Aang, The Last Airbender, official movie trailer on Paramount Plus. Let's take a look-see. Will this spoil Avatar the fighting game for me, chat? I don't want to spoil the fighting game for me. One of the greatest shows of all time, says Vice.
I'm the last airbender.
So what is this, a remake of the show, or is this a sequel to the show?
The last airbender.
Avatar changed the game. This was like the younger generation's Dragon Ball Z.
I'm the Avatar. I found allies from every nation.
It's a sequel, okay.
And together, we ended the 100-Year War.
Is this the one that got leaked?
You, all of the nations
That people
together.
people got pissed off and they leaked this? Is this the one that got leaked?
All except mine.
It is. Okay. This is the first time I'm seeing it.
An airbender.
My senses tell me this guy is pretty attractive.
What does attractive even mean?
Just give me a straight confirmation. Is he attractive?
He's very attractive. Huh? What? He is. It's all in the bone structure.
Oh shit.
You and I can heal the past. And together.
All the animators who lost their jobs from the leaks? Man! Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
Avatar.
How many countless were killed in the 100 years waiting for his return? If we want anything to change,
This looks epic as shit.
Benders have power.
This looks epic as fuck, chat.
This isn't the way. We can bring back balance. Peace. I promise you I'll fix it.
We'll fix it.
This looks good. This makes me excited for the fighting game.
Together.
Coming out at the end of the month. Damn, that looked pretty good. I know nothing about Avatar and that looked pretty good. Makes me want to watch the movie. I should watch the movie. I'm gonna watch that movie, chat. I've decided I'm gonna watch that movie. I don't need no damn show to fill in the blanks. I can figure it out. Can't be that hard. No, that looked, no, real talk though, that looked pretty good. That looked really good. I'm excited. I'm excited for the Avatar fans out there. That looks like it's gonna be a fun movie. I don't know what the leaks entailed. I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, you know. Obviously it was a bad thing for the artist who apparently got fired because of that shit. But I don't know if like the movie was good or not. I hope it's good for the Avatar fans out there. Anyway, it's not in theaters. Apparently, it's coming to Paramount Plus. I think methinks the leaks may have doomed the theatrical run. Or wait, didn't they leak this because they canceled the theatrical run? They were going to have a theatrical run, but then Paramount pulled out the last second, and everybody got pissed off, and then they leaked it. Just to be like, fuck you, Paramount. Just think, chat, with decisions like these guys are going to be responsible for Warner Brothers soon. This is really a shitty timeline we're living in right now. Next news story. Now, chat, if you don't want to hear about the PlayStation stuff, I'd recommend maybe muting the stream, bumping off for about, well, since it's me, and you know how I am, maybe 15-20 minutes. We'll be done with the PlayStation stuff. If not, lock in, we're in for a time. So we got a lot to catch up on. PlayStation's been up to some shit since we last had since our last Chill Tuesday chat. So here we go. Let's read it together. PlayStation is deleting over 500 purchased movies from its customers' accounts, including films like Terminator 2, Rambo, Apocalypse Now, Hot Fuzz, and Moonlight. That one's new. Comes after a licensing deal ended. So, chat. This right here is a reason I do not buy digital any movies like that. I have a DVD collection just over yonder, just over them there, that y'all can't see on my bookshelf, of my favorite movies physically. Is it going to be a pain in the ass to move with them later when it comes time to move out this apartment? Hell yeah, it will be. But you know what? But I'm locked in. I'm locked in. My internet goes out. You know all I need? I need a monitor and a DVD player, which I have many of. I have a PS3, a PS4, a DVD player over there. I can watch these things whenever I want. No company can come in and be like, well, your license just ran out, so I'm going to have to take that DVD from you, sir. Hell nah. That's mine. I physically own that. Hey, Green, you see? Green and I, we're on the... I've been preaching getting physical stuff for a long time, and everybody's been telling me I'm crazy. I'm like, why do you keep getting, like, physical shit? And I'm like, I want to own it. After the whole streaming fiasco and everything streaming getting price lifts and I can't watch shit on one thing without going onto another streaming platform, I got pissed off and I said, fuck it. I'm going to buy DVDs of the things I like so I can watch it whenever I want. Streaming services be damned. I've got box sets of all my favorite shows back there. If the power ever went out for a week, I'd be good. Not the power, the internet. I'm sorry. The power goes out, I'm fucked either way. I can't watch DVDs without electricity, but you know what I mean? Yeah, Sony's just shit in the bed right now. And that's not all, chat. That's not all. I'm sorry for anybody who's affected by this. There's more. There's more. You got the regular show box set yet? No, I usually wait for like the box set sales, like on Amazon Prime Days or Walmart. Usually puts them on like sale for like $20 or $10 or something like that. I got like the last one I got was the Dexter's Laboratory full every season, including the shitty later ones, but it got the early seasons in there for like, I think I got that one for like $15 on an Amazon sale. I'm trying to get the Tom and Jerry Golden collection that you posted about, Ruckus, but that one hasn't gone on sale yet. I want that one next. Eventually the collection is going to suffer from disc rot. It will, but it's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute. It will be a minute before it happens. Even older game discs have not suffered from disc rot yet. In fact, if I were to pull up my Dreamcast right now, chat, if I were to get my Dreamcast and play Sonic Adventure right now, it still works. Well, oh shit! I just remembered, chat. Did I ever get a replacement Dreamcast Adventure disc? I forget. Did I ever get a replacement Sonic Adventure disc? Does anybody remember if I did that or not? I don't think I did. My Sonic Adventure disc was scratched to hell. So I tried to play the Dreamcast version on stream and it kept having skips. My infamous clips of Tikal skipping. Yeah, Sonic Adventure 1 is like $60 now on Dreamcast. Before it used to be $8. Prices go up. Anyway, next news story, chat. PlayStation says, you're gonna laugh at this one, chat. Just bear with me. Alright, hold your laughter till the end. PlayStation says live service games can help revitalize the market. They plan to continue investing in them. Quote, "We believe that live service games are content that attracts users on a global level, so we want to continue to revitalize the market through both first-party and third-party content." End quote. Now chat, Sony has said this. Sony said that. And you're probably wondering, well, why is it a big deal that Sony said that? Well, if we look at the giant list of closed down live service games this past decade, Sony owns most of those, including Concord. Yeah, Concord, that's the last one. Sad part is they're kind of right. Most people want to own their games. They just want to play them for free time and then toss them. Oh, yeah, but still. Yeah, no. Let's take a quick look at some of the biggest failed live service games this past decade, chat. Together. We've got Foam Stars. I remember Foam Stars. That died? Okay. High Guard. Remember this one? This one was shown at Game Awards. We watched the reveal of this one together, chat. Concord. This one was the Sony one. This is the one Sony spent millions on, chat. Hundreds of millions even. Next, Redfall. Any of these ringing a bell to you guys? Evolve. I remember Evolve. I worked at GameStop when that came out. Long time ago. Lawbreakers. I remember that one. X Defiant. Never even heard of that one. Anthem. I remember that. That was the Iron Man game, chat. Number 2. King of Meat? The fuck is that? Amazon Games King of Meat? Is it? Oh, it's an Amazon Games game. Akin to a cross between Fall Guys and Dungeon Crawlers. Never even heard of this one. And what's number 1, chat? What could be number 1? Babylon's Fall. Oh, I remember that one. Everybody's saying Redfall was bad. What happened with Redfall? Yeah, chat. Someone said this before, and I keep quoting them, and it's true. There's really only room in the ecosystem for maybe 2 or 3 good live service games. Like, for one particular genre, you might be able to get 2 live service games for it that are really popular. The rest are going to be eating the leftovers from those. Like, Marvel Rivals and Overwatch are like the hero shooters right now. There's probably others that are also popular, but like the biggest ones right now are probably Overwatch and Marvel Rivals right now for the hero shooter genre. Like, unless I'm forgetting some, chat, you guys can correct me, but like, yeah. You normally have 2 or 3 big dogs at the top, and the rest are just going to be eating scraps and leftovers. That's just how it works. So them trying to constantly break into the live service market, you have to have a crazy good product. Or it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Super Animal Battle Royale, because cute animals. I'm surprised that Multiverses isn't on there. Man, don't talk about Multiverses with me. I'm still pissed at that game. Deadlock. Deadlock is popular. But is it like up there? I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't follow High Guard. Or, I'm sorry, Deadlock. My bad. High Guard got screwed. Those devs were making a good game, but then they got screwed over by money probs. So I watched a video on the dev explaining it. Y'all do your homework. Well, I'm just saying, just because they got screwed doesn't mean it's not failed. It's failed. It's on the list. We're not saying that they're the reason it failed. We're just saying that it failed in general. Fortnite, Genshin Impact, and Wuthering Waves, and Apex. So like of the anime genre, ZZZZ and Genshin are like the top, yeah? Like those are like the top anime genre live service, right? I guess they're gacha, but gacha's a live service too, right? Honky? That's right, and Nike. Nike, Honky, ZZZ, and Genshin are like the top ones. And I think two of those are like... I think two of those are made by the same people, right? So, yeah. Yeah. PlayStation's still thinking that live service are the way, huh? Okay. Okay. And someone posted this and I thought it was really funny. I like to think this is the conversation every video game company has internally when they stubbornly refuse to stop making live service games. And it's this quote from Sonic OVA. Someone tell me why we should do a live service game when 99 out of 100 times they fail. And then Tails, of course, chimes in with, what if this is that one other time? That's gotta be the reason they keep doing it. Well, what if it is that one other time, chat? What if? I'm like, I've never seen a Sonic OVA quote used so perfectly. It's great. But yeah, we still got more news stories, chat. Now we're gonna get to the big one. Now we're getting to the big one. As you all know, this is what happens when bullshit happens. For real. PlayStation is ending production of physical game discs for all new games starting January 2028. From that date, new games will be available in digital formats only. Meanwhile, Xbox is over there shooting itself in the foot and trying to get out of the gaming console business. Chat, this is what happens when we don't have competition. Y'all remember the infamous Xbox TV sports? And then PlayStation came out and said, we're not doing that, and they won the console war from that? Competition's great, isn't it? It makes it so your opponent could come in and say, hey, we're still gonna have physical discs, and then everybody will basically go over there, and then the tide will shift. Yeah, I know. Microsoft over there. Oh God, what?
Hero Squad just cheered 50 bits. This is not ordinary bullshit. This is advanced Minotaur shit.
Yeah. So chat. Everybody's saying PlayStation right now is fucking everybody over. Everybody hates PlayStation. Everybody's on PlayStation's ass right now. Obviously, this is one of the biggest deals right now, right? You're probably wondering, well, what's Microsoft up to? What's Microsoft doing these days? What are they up to at this current point in time? I have a picture of Microsoft right now, chat. That's Microsoft right now. The gaming industry is about to take an ass beating of which we've never seen before. PlayStation killing the physical disc. Microsoft killing their own studios. What the fuck is Nintendo even doing right now? Charging too much for digital keys? The only thing that has my back right now is Steam. And dear God, Steam almost fucked up with their Steam machine costing $1,000, but at least I don't need it. Revelation will probably be the last new game will be on PS6 for the physical thing, and inevitable $1,000 price tag. Yeah. Nintendo and Steam are the go-to now. Yeah. And it's funny because every single time PlayStation puts a note out or something, everybody's on their ass immediately. Immediately. They don't even hesitate. The whole comments are filled with, what about the physical game thing? Yep. We got a hype train going. Why is everybody getting hyped for the destruction of physical games? I don't know. We got one though. And yeah, every other company started jumping on the bandwagon. Of course, in a joking way, chat. Because GameSir posted a little message here. GameSir will cease production of physical copies of controllers and shift to digital controllers. With the evolution of global consumer habits on the ongoing digital transformation within the gaming industry, GameSir officially announces that moving forward, we will fully cease the production of physical controllers. So yeah, everybody's making jokes now. Everybody's making jokes. And then another company followed. There's a lot of companies that followed suit, chat. But one of the big ones was KFC. Breaking news, KFC will stop offering its physical format starting today. Its products will only be consumed through its app in a fake PNG format. KFC? Here's the statement. Yeah. To be fair, they did warn us. Man, Scoots, I don't give a fuck if they warned us. It's still shit. Domino's did one? Did Domino's do one too? That's great. That's amazing. I like that. Yeah, I love that everybody's like, well, we're not going to physically sell our things anymore. We're just going to do digitals now. That seems to be the current market. I propose we go back to the days of random folks making indie games and just posting them on their own website for downloading. I mean, that still exists, Green. There is also itch.io. How do you say that website? There's still that site. That's the go-to for my spooky scary month. That's where I get a lot of my horror games for spooky scary month. Coming up in a month, chat. Spooky scary month will be beginning. I'm not saying it's right, but both Microsoft and Sony did warn us about the news of Blu-ray production line decreasing. You know, this is all Best Buy's fault, chat. Once they stopped selling physical DVDs, it all went downhill. Thank you guys for the hype train, by the way. Appreciate that. Hey, keeping it going. Ruckus has gifted a sub to Jin. No. This is not a time to be celebrating, but hey, this makes me happy at least. You know what's ironic? Japan values physical media. However, Sony's gaming division isn't Japan, it's American. Ah. Okay. And another one. Ruckus just gifted another gift sub to D Matthew. Get some Dancing Wolves in chat to celebrate. At the very least, let's celebrate some good times in here. While every company is killing themselves. Jesus, man. Now, chat, you want to see some poorly aged things? Let's see if anybody remembers this. Remember this, chat? This is on poorly aged things. Real ones remember this. How the turntables, right? You don't remember this? You don't remember? Heroes, let me give you a little refresh course real quick. If this image does not make you go, oh, then let me remind you. So this was during the days right after Xbox 360. Everybody was excited to see what the new Xbox product would be. Xbox was on top of the world. They were honestly almost winning the console war at that point. But then this happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Xbox One.
This guy right here, this man that you see right here is responsible for killing the Xbox brand. It's been a slow poisoning, but this guy is one of the few guys responsible for the killing of the Xbox brand. This is the guy that squandered all the goodwill that 360 had. Now let's see how it happened.
Introducing Xbox One.
TV experience. TV and movies. TV. Xbox. Watch TV. TV.
This is at the E3, by the way. This is how they announced Xbox One. With TV.
TV experience. TV.
This is the supercut.
TV. Anybody? TV. TV.
And then we skip forward. What else do we got?
Television.
More television.
To announce a live action.
And this is all, this is a supercut.
Out of nowhere.
Sports.
Tenna is announcing it? Oh man, Tenna would have been hype at Xbox if he had existed back then.
College Duty, Call of Duty, Call of Duty, an entirely new Call of
TV,
Duty.
TV, TV, Call of Duty, Call of Duty, Call of Duty.
Call of Duty,
Call of Duty. Call of Duty.
Fascinating new additions to your squad is a dog. This is someone you care about. Call of Duty, 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 Call of Duty.
TV, TV, TV.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, Call of Duty, Call of Duty, Call of Duty, Call of Duty.
Our new dog model is taken from high-resolution scans of an
Look at that dog, though.
team service dog.
Call of Duty, Call of Duty, Call of Duty.
Xbox, go home.
So that was the Xbox One reveal. And this was also during the time when Xbox said, you know, you're going to always need to be online. You're going to need to always connect your Xbox online, or else it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. Let's see. Hang on. Among other things, they were like, you have to own your physical CD. You can't give it to your friends. You can't rent it. You can't buy a used copy. All that anti-consumer stuff. And then PlayStation came out and said this.
For instance, PlayStation 4 won't impose any new restrictions on the use of PS4 games.
This is why competition is important, chat. Because when one company fucks up, another one can come in and say some shit like this and immediately win. This is when PlayStation won the console war right here. With this. Look, and the best part was, this is PlayStation's original plan. They didn't change anything. PlayStation, maybe they did. Maybe they were also planning on doing what Xbox did, but Xbox announced it first and they were like, oh shit, they don't like that. Quick, change it. But you have to imagine Sony was literally in the back just like, damn, they really don't like what they're doing. And like, imagine if you were Sony back in the day, just sitting there just like, change everything. Our slides will now be everything that they said. We're not doing that. That's our whole thing now. Like, they probably had a whole presentation they canned. And this is it. He's like, this is the easiest slam dunk I've ever had. Look at this guy. Look at how happy this man is. Look at him.
Guess that's a good thing.
Look at this.
We believe in the model that people embrace today with PlayStation 3 and continue to.
Some intern hastily scrapped this together on PowerPoint real quick.
They have the rights to use that copy of the game. They can trade in the game.
Poorly aged things, chat.
To another person, lend it to a friend, or keep it forever.
Listen to that audience. Listen to the crowd so happy at this. But yeah, I'm not gonna bore y'all with this long thing. But you guys know, you guys have seen this before. But this particular image right here, oh, not that one, this one comes from this video, chat. This is what the PlayStation did immediately after that presentation where they won, right? Check this out. Here's how to share your used game from PlayStation Official.
This is how you share your games on PS4.
Thanks.
PlayStation.
That was it. And now, here we are, chat. Years after the fact, here we are, back again. Back again, chat. Granted, I don't think either of these guys work at PlayStation anymore. So I'm not going to blame them. Obviously, they're just key figureheads. But, like... Man. Play it in reverse? Oh, play it in reverse? Okay, hang on, chat. Can I do that? Can we do that? Is that something you can do? Can you play in reverse? How do you do that? Let me see if I can find that. Just drag the slider? Thought there was a playback. You could play it back in reverse mode or something. Maybe not. Alright, chat. Here's the new version of it. Alright. Step 1. You take your game back. There you go. That's how you do it. You take your game back. You can't do it. In fact, there shouldn't even be a game in this guy's hand. That's what it should be. No game in the guy's hands. Yep. It should be him taking the disc back and then the disc, like, Thanos dusting in his hands into the ether. That's what the new one should be. Since Sony pioneered Blu-ray, it's all downhill from here. Oh my god, I didn't think about that. Yeah, Sony owns Blu-ray, don't they? Well, we just have to hope that... Wait, who makes DVDs then? Who the fuck prints DVDs? I haven't bought a Blu-ray in a while. Blu-ray costs more than DVD. Oh, I should be opening the box and there being nothing inside. Thanks. Yeah, who the fuck makes DVDs? I know Sony makes the Blu-rays, but like, who does DVDs? GameStop sweating right now. Man. D. Matthew, GameStop has been sweating the entire time. They've never stopped sweating. But this just made their job so much worse. They're about to go from 90% Funko Pops to 100% Funko Pops. With digital keys. It's a shame GameStop got rid of their other side of the business of retro games, huh? It's almost like they shouldn't have did that. Oh well. Idiots. What's this? Popping in to say I won't drop PlayStation and rarely buy physical. I heavily disagree with the decision to kill physical, but I also highly doubt it's going to be effective on Sony. Blah, blah, blah. And Steam isn't exactly, since it's all digital. It's different on PC though. GameStop has been going back to retro? Have they? I haven't been in a GameStop in a minute. Except when I got my Tails doll plush, which is over there. One day I'm going to point to my Tails doll plush and he's not going to be there. And that's going to be the scariest stream of my life. Alright, chat. Next news story, chat. Next news story. So. It's time for everybody's favorite part of Chill Tuesday. Everybody's favorite news stories in Chill Tuesday. It's time to bring up scalping. Let's take a look at some scalpers in their wild habitat. We might have looked at this one already, chat. We may have seen this one already. Also, hang on. Look at this. The best part is, chat, there's actually children here. This is at a Target, you can tell because it's red. Y'all are fighting in the women's purses. What are y'all doing? All this for some Pokemon cards, chat. They're throwing hands like someone just, like, spat on their wife. Which they don't have, because they're probably here. Look at this kid and mother. Look at this mother and child just staring like, what is happening? This is a sad state of affairs. If I were one of these two, I would be embarrassed. Francisco said, I'm sure companies will compensate by reducing the price of games since they don't have to spend money on physical media. Oh, of course. They're going to pass the savings on to you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and especially me. I can't wait to pay less for the games that we won't have to physically buy anymore, right? Yeah, if GTA is anything to go by, chat, price is only about to go higher. Only about to go higher. You're going to pay more for less. This is the future we live in. Yeah, this is just sad. Nintendo in Japan is linking Pokemon card purchases with government ID. Sounds like they should have done that a long time ago. Lay said, Wolfie, you don't understand. Pokemon cards, they have to scalp them all. Gotta scalp them all, gotta scalp them all. Just, again, if we just play, I wanna be the very best over this right here, it makes it really sad. You will own nothing and like it. Exactly. Okay. This is a different store. Oh, shit. Take a look. Damn! Tiger! Okay, bro. You got too much of a muffin top to be throwing knees like that. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. It's the same story everywhere. I mean, at this point, what would you do, chat? At this point, just take a video of it, put it on YouTube. Yeah, how dare you get in the way of my easy money? Ugh! It's my Pokemon cards! I would expect this from, like, 5-year-olds. And even, the worst part is 5-year-olds would have better, like, they would have so much better poise than this. I feel like, if I told you right now, you put a bunch of children in Target and had them in line and said, each of you is going to be getting a Pokemon card at the end of this line. I bet you'd be like, just now everybody getting a clean single file line. I bet you they'd all be cool about it. Because these children probably be like, you know what? We're all gonna get one. But nah, these dudes right here, chat. Look at this shit. I can't even look at this anymore, chat. I'm disgusted. I've had my fill of scalping for this day. I've had enough scalping stories for the day. Let's move on to our next news story. That's also kind of sad. I don't know who posted this news story, but whoever did this after the scalping story, you're diabolical for it. But here we go.
Contributions out of nowhere.
Oh, hang on. Just be lucky I don't work in retail anymore. I'm gonna get my big stick on him, but you better believe it. Check this out, chat. An Oregon card shop has suspended Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments for 1 week after receiving multiple complaints and negative reviews about players' poor personal hygiene. Kronos Games and Gifts and Game in Beaverton, Oregon announced the decision in a message posted on its public Discord server. The store said, quote, "We have had issues with people mistreating the restrooms and... Oh god. I thought it was just bad. They said restrooms too? And multiple bad reviews because of poor hygiene. As a reminder, we encourage players to follow Konami guidelines and report anyone who does not." I can only imagine what that store smelled like. Oh my god. Okay, hang on. No way, dudes. No way. No way. Look, we've all been there, chat. We've all been there. But usually you kind of grow out of this phase when you're a teen, right? Like, usually by a teen, you start learning, maybe the Axe body spray showers aren't working. Maybe I should actually put soap water to my ass to make sure I don't reek up the place. Maybe, just maybe, I'll apply a little soap and water. A loofah if you're feeling really fancy. A washcloth if you're feeling basic. Like, soap and water. Shampoo, conditioner. These are great modern inventions that we have, chat. There ain't no way it should be smelling that bad in a store. That means all of them aren't bathing. One dude cannot produce enough BO to have a store shut down, dudes. This reminds me of a horrible work story. Everybody sit down. It's story time with Wolfie. A quick aside real quick. This reminds me of a work story back when I used to install cable. Oh, hang on. We got a contribution coming in. The Sonic said no matter... Oh, hang on. It's scrolling. What was that? It scrolled. The G in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a hard G like gorilla, not a soft G like giraffe. What did I say? That's what I said. Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't say Yu-Gi-Oh! I said Yu-Gi-Oh! I have 3 different pronunciations for Yu-Gi-Oh! And you guys can't stop me. You can't stop me. I'm too strong. Listen. Soap. What is soap? I understood that reference. I'm telling y'all right now, when I worked in cable, when we were installing cable, first day of training, first week I should say, everybody's gathered around. Our work area was probably about maybe the size of this room. It was like a giant table in a room like this. And a bunch of dudes we'd all gather in there. We'd grab our tools and supplies and sit at the table, sort through them, do a little whatever it called. We'd have to put together our cables and shit like that, crimp them and all that. And one day, our trainer came in. And I swear to God, chat, this is one of the funniest stories ever. He came in and said, okay, everybody go home and take a shower. We will come back in an hour and resume. But everybody go home and take a shower. We all knew who it was, chat. But he didn't want to single that person out. But like, everybody knew. It was that bad. It was that bad. And guess what, chat? Came back, still stank to high heaven. We don't know if the dude was homeless, but he dressed like nice. But he just did not shower for whatever reason. Dude smelled like straight ass and armpits. It was disgusting. I can't tell if Wolfie is gaslighting or rage baiting. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm being 100%. I am not saying that word either. You guys will have to pay me an absurd amount of money to get me to say that word. Just chat. I have to tell y'all. We all here at the Wolfie streams. We're all bathed. We're all clean. We all love our tournaments of the U variety, of the UO variety. We like them. But just remember, chat. You said single the person out. I mean, that's what I'd do. But he was being nice. He was being nice. All right, chat. I'm sorry for this one coming up, especially you, Ruckus. I apologize to you especially. This one's gonna hurt you, but you've probably already seen this. This news story is kind of painful. Now, chat, we're gonna look at this, and you guys are immediately gonna know what's wrong with it. How painful? Least of the painful. That's how painful it is. For Ruckus especially. Let's take a look.
Wait a minute! I have something better!
The narrative just changed. Ability Speaks Magazine, written by us, for us.
So, can you guys tell what's going on here? Can you guys see it? Can you see? With your eyeballs?
Wait a minute! I have something better!
The narrative just changed.
It's AI! Oh, Hasbro has embraced the AI. He said, go back to the scalpers. No. We're out of Scalper Town. And now we're in AIville. AIville. Woo! Yeah. Oh, it's it. Oh, yeah. No. Yep. I'm sorry, chat. You know what? I'm sorry. Let's move on to a better news story. I just want y'all to see it. You could tell it's AI. There's just something about AI, right, chat? It animates weird, and it's too clean, right? It's too clean. It looks weird. Yeah, it's fluid clunkiness. Yeah, like it animates, but it's like it don't look right? Like chat. They animate, but they don't look right. Something about it don't sit well with the eyes. Anyway, chat, next news story. Ford has hired back over 300 engineers after AI failed to match their skills and experience. Hang on, hang on. I need to play the right music for this. Hang on, let me just hang on. This one will do. Quote, artificial intelligence is a fantastic tool, but it's only as good as the information you use to train it. All right, chat. Let's all point and laugh. No, that's so funny, I gotta do it a second time. I'm gonna make a mixtape with that shit. Just cue the credits for Ford right there. Like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Imagine being fired for AI only to be rehired, telling the CEO he told... It's almost like this AI thing isn't gonna work out. Even though companies are investing hundreds of millions into them, everybody keeps telling them, how are you gonna make money off of this? When are you gonna make money off of this? It doesn't make sense. Chat, I want you guys to buy into my my AI thing here, okay? You guys pay me lots of money, all right? And in exchange, yeah, no. You guys already understand. Hopefully the people that were affected do get their jobs back and can, you know, have a good old I told you so with their boss. Hopefully this is gonna be the norm going forward. I'm hoping that we'll start seeing people getting rehired after they got replaced by AI. That's optimistic of me to think so, but like, we shall see. Green said, oh, I've got a story for you. Okay, this ought to be good. Green said, my friend works in medical coding. She said another hospital fired their entire coding staff to replace with AI. Isn't that just great? Your medical care getting fucked by AI. Oh my god. No way, dude. No way. I'd be so pissed off. You mean to tell me all my shit's in the hands of AI? Nope. The shit's fucked. It's straight fucked. Ruckus said, even at my school, there's an AI class and ain't nobody interested. What AI class for what, Ruckus? Sorry, Ruckus, I'm not mad at you. Ruckus, I'm sorry, I yelled. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I didn't mean to raise my voice. I'm mad at what you said, not you. What do you mean AI class? Like, how to type in prompts? What are you learning there? I'm so sorry I yelled. I did not mean to yell at you. I got really heated there for a second, chat. I think I'm seeing stars. Let me take a sip of water real quick. Okay, I'm good. I'm good, chat. I'm good. I'm good. I'm alright. How to steal from real artist 101. Yeah, pretty much. Now, what you want to do is you want to put this prompt in, and then you want to feed it a bunch of like art from real artists that put pen to pencil and put blood, sweat, and tears into their artwork pieces. That's how we make art with AI. I'm gonna take AI out of rotation for the news stories. It's actually starting to piss me off. Duager said, remember your reaction to the Spider-Man vs. Jinx AI? Do I? You mean the one where Spider-Man, like, became a cat and, like, clipped his body into himself with his legs going full, like, horizontal with his arms? I do remember that. How could I forget? Calm down, Wolf. Calm down. That shit pissed me off. That shit pissed me off so much. Oh. Okay, I'm good. Give me a second. AI just makes me like super mad. Unreasonably so. Like, let's get to the next news story before I get myself a fucking tumor or what do you call it? Ulcer. All right, chat. Our next news story. Underground Beyblade leaks have started to appear in tattoo shops, parks, and malls across Asia. One tattoo parlor in Hong Kong has even started closing early to host community tournaments. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? If you want this to be a funnier segment, you should have queued up the 1 hour silence. I'm thinking of making that a soundbite, Green. I'm thinking of like, what if I make that like 100-bit soundbite? Where it's just, as soon as you activate it, it's just active for the whole stream. Until the stream is done. Yeah, maybe 50. Just randomly throughout the stream. Though I'm curious if you could stack that. Like, if multiple people did it at once, would that, like... I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. Beyblade. Chat, how many of y'all still have your Beyblades? I might still have mine, actually, in a box. That toy box I had that I showed y'all that one week, filled with, like, Bionicles. I think my Beyblade's in there. I had an old Beyblade. I don't know if it's... I'll try to find that. I only had one Beyblade. It was like a light blue one. Beyblades, those monsters that turn into balls. It was stolen. I never had one. I'm sorry yours got stolen, Lays. That sucks. I did see a really cool Beyblade tournament where they had like the inside of a bowl, and they were actually like doing like stuff from the show. They were like the Beyblades were like flipping on top of each other and like, you know, grinding and shit like that. I was like, oh shit, this is actually kind of cool. It looked pretty cool. I'll admit, it looked pretty cool. I understood at that moment in time when I saw it. I was like, now I get it. Physics are crazy with them things. All right, chat, we're almost done. We got 5 more news stories and then we're done. Then you can all go home. You can all go home. Okay. All right. Now let's break it up with a funny thing that someone posted in the Discord. Here's the funnies.
What appears to be the problem? There's a bee in my cockpit. There, Fox. I don't see no bee at all. What the hell that got there?
That's me. This is 100. Chat, I swear to God, this happened to me on one of our fucking like road trips. I swear to God, a fucking wasp flew in through the window and landed in the back seat with me and Sister Wolfie, and we freaked the fuck out. We're like, oh God, it's back here. We're like trying to like what's happening back there? We're like, oh God, there's a wasp back here. Like, pull over. Oh my God.
My hands on the controls, man. Just take a deep breath. Calm down now.
That's exactly what screaming. It's gonna sting us.
Get away from me! Oh, just open up the hatch. Get closer. Rob, deploy the bug spray. Bug spray tank appears to be empty. Get away from me! Get away from me! Time to rock it.
That's the funniest shit ever, because that's 100% my legit reaction. I'm not scared of any insect, but wasps scare the shit out of me. Like a spider, no problem. Fucking house centipedes, freaky, but not scary. A wasp in my bedroom, I'm scared. I'm scared the fuck out of my mind. I don't fuck with wasps at all. And I know it's fun. I don't even know if I'm allergic. That's the worst part. I don't know if I'm allergic because I've never been stung. Honestly, it's just a fear I've had since I was a kid. We were in high school. I was in my car with 2 friends. Suddenly a spider on me. And I yelled spider. One whipped the head around. And I was like, not while I'm driving. Yeah, no. A bug on you while you're driving, especially one that you're scared of. Like, I can legit understand the crash out reaction to if you're allergic to. Because, like, yeah, no. If it stings me, I might die. If I can't get to my pen in time. That's actually really funny. That was a good one. Thank you. That broke up the AI stuff just fine. All right. We have already talked about this, chat, but just in case y'all missed it, yeah, the Gang of Dragon Negoshi game is officially it's gone. It's dead. It's beyond dead. It's gone. We'll never see it. I don't know if we've covered that before. It's been a minute since our last Chill Tuesday, but it's over. It's gone. We'll never know what this game was gonna be. We have nothing. All we have now is Stranger Than Heaven. That's it. I hope him and his studio people that he took from Sega all land on their feet. So hopefully somewhere nice, like Capcom. I'm gonna say the Game Awards are cursed, chat. I'm gonna say that shit's cursed. That sucks, especially since it looked like they already poured a lot of... They did! They just needed 100-something million more, I think was the number. 80 million more or something like that? No, what was it? What was the number? It was something high. And then they said, we're not going to fund it, but if you can get someone to buy you and fund the development cost, then you're good to go. They obviously could not find anyone to buy them, so... yeah. Let's take a look one more time at that Gang of Dragon trailer and just look at what we lost.
The world.
Not Yakuza. We'll never know what this game was gonna be. That's a huge fear of mine, chat. Getting stabbed and then having the knife like that. That's a huge fear of mine. That poor guy who was screaming yes, that was me, chat. saw Nagoshi Studios, you knew it was the Yakuza guy, former Yakuza guy. Should have kicked him in the balls. Can you extend your leg properly when you're being stabbed, though?
Excuse me, sir.
Shut your mouth.
All right. Talk soon.
On your feet, now. Son of a... Fuck it! Just kill him!
Ow. Unlike Kiryu, this protagonist did kill. They never showed gameplay of this game, but still. There's concepts. Swords, guns, cars, explosions. And of course, the infamous sign. Not Kamurocho. Gang of Dragon. Dead. Dead, chat. Dead. Yakuza fans are on a generational run of suffering. Well, not really. We still got Stranger Than Heaven. We still got that. As far as you're talking about just the Like a Dragon series, yeah, there's no sequels right now, just prequels. I hope they eventually get around to making another Ichiban game soon, but oh well, we'll see. Go back to Sony. All right, let's see. This ought to be good. Don't you mention Daidoji, Scoots, or I will find you. I know where you live. I know where you live, Scoots. Don't make me come over there. I will clothesline you from hell. Don't you ever mention Daidoji and fucking RGG in the same sentence ever again. Alright, let's watch this.
I am Mighty Key.
Alright, what's Skitty got?
Grand Theft Auto 6 this November on PlayStation. It's the best place to play it.
I can't wait to play this game, man. We've been waiting for this game for 10 years. Over 10 years. I can't wait.
The smile. The smile.
Play the missions. Play online. Look at Lucy's feet.
What was that last one?
The online. I can't wait to play with my friends.
Must have been the win.
The only thing that sucks is
there's only digital now. They don't have any physical copies? That's so stupid. Get used to it. What do you say? Are you getting the $80 or $100 Ultimate Edition? Must have been a win. Because with the $100 edition, you can... I don't know, man. Spending $100 on a game is already crazy. And now I really don't even get the chance of even owning it. You should get used to not owning anything at all. Huh? Must have been the win. No, my brother. It was me. Huh? Starting January 2028, we are ceasing production on physical discs for PlayStation games. Wait, what? Why would you do this? Shifting trends, consumer preferences, bullshit. Consumer preferences?
Bullshit.
I prefer you not do this. I prefer to not give a damn.
Ah!
Everything digital. At any point in time, you could just delete 500 movies or media from our account whenever you want. Correct. Those are things I bought. Those are the things you rented. All right, so what about the people who bought the external disc drive for the PS5 Pro, huh? Since your PS5 Pro didn't even come with a disc drive? I don't know. Screw them. With this change, you're removing our choice to have a physical library. Now we can only have a digital library. Who does that? Honestly, it's disgusting.
Steam.
This is not how you treat your consumers, man. There's people who've been your loyal fans for pretty much all their lives. You're supposed to be better than this. Whoa. Hold on. Okay. Xbox has been preaching this whole digital library for like 10 years now.
True.
Who criticized them? You!
Hell yeah! We just talked about that, chat. We just talked about that.
Damn it! Oh, we gotta take that down.
Wait, what?
It's saying that if your account is inactive for 36 months, you could delete our whole account? If you're not playing your PlayStation in 36 months, you don't deserve a PlayStation. This is horrible. It's anti-consumer, and y'all really need to figure out what's going on in that company. Figure what out? We already figured it out. It's a two-step process. 1, we love money. 2, we hate you.
Oh, damn. Chat, that hurt because it's like, yeah, that is 100% true. Oh my god. That was too real. That was too real. I mean, who's gonna check Sony, chat? Ain't no one gonna check them. Xbox is on the way out. They're killing all their own damn internal companies. This sucks, man. Well, I hope y'all have good connections and infinite storage, cause we about to go down a dark path. Well, let's move on to our final news story, chat. Check this out. This one brings back an old haunt, an old nightmare of ours. News: Ken Pender's newest Archie Sonic re-release brings new controversy as it uses the work of and credits writer Ian Flynn and artist Tracy Yardley, both of whom wanted nothing to do with the project. Look at this totally not traced artwork of Shadow the Hedgehog's box art. Hang on. Let's take a look at that box art real quick. We can get that infamous shot there. Can we find that concept art? I can't find it right now, chat. I'm looking for it. I know it's here somewhere. Oh, we're not ending with this. No. We're not ending with this. I would not do that to you guys. This was more suffering for me. I can't seem to escape Ken Penders. There it is. I found it, chat. I have found the picture. Here it is. What the fuck? Get off my screen. There it is, chat. Now take a look between this and Ken Penders' art, chat. Ken Penders. Real. Ken Penders. Real. Ken is a really good artist, right? Why does Ken Penders' shit always look so weird and bad and wrong and off and ugly and stupid? Like, why? He just took the gun out of his hand. This guy talking for the longest time about how, oh, they stole my art, they stole my stories, they stole my characters, and this fucker turns around and does this shit constantly. And he's reselling the Archie stories, most of which he didn't write. Sorry, okay, hang on. Nope, Wolfie, don't. Nope, this is not a Ken Penders video. Save it. Sonic CD's on right now. That was perfectly, chat, I swear to God, the Sonic CD music was perfectly timed. I did not time that. That was on the playlist. It just happened to play. Even the playlist knew to play Sonic CD music to calm my ass down. I was getting worked up. Thank God. Let me take a quick sip. I'm almost so curious. What the stories are he's reselling in here. Because again, Ken did not write a majority of the Archie Sonic books. The ones he was responsible for writing were like the 25 years later, those shitty stories. And like anything with the Knuckles stuff, the Knuckles stories were all him. But like the most of the stuff was not written by him. So why is he able to resell this shit? It's so weird to me. We'll have to look further into this later. I only got to pull this up today, chat, so I didn't really get a chance to read too deep into it. So I'm not really going to cover this fully. I just wanted to show y'all a little bit of art theft. Combine Ken Penders, Scalpers, Daidoji, and AI all together for the ultimate in just ulcer creating Wolfie stories. Alright, there's more stories here that we gotta look into, chat. Because apparently Ian Flynn and Tracy Yardley disowned Ken Penders' The Shadow Files. So they disowned this. Great. I don't think he has permission to do this. I think Sega's too scared to try to challenge him. They already lost the first lawsuit against him. And because Archie was so shit at keeping legal records and everything, what are they gonna do? If they try to sue again, he'll just win again. All because Archie did not keep good records on anything. Anyway, I'm really bitter about that. Or Sega just doesn't care. They probably don't care. But also they don't want to... They don't... I mean, Sega is definitely afraid at some point. Because they've never ever touched Shade again. And I'm pretty sure they have the rights to Shade. They just don't want to deal with anything involving Echidnas, probably. Because Ken Penders will show up. The only thing they can get away with was the movie stuff. Like, when they showed Knuckles' family in Sonic 2. And even then, it was kind of just like... They themed it more on the games, which... Obviously, the games came before all the Ken Pender shit, but like, whatever. Whatever. We got one more news story, chat. One more. We'll be back on Friday after this. If you missed this VOD, don't worry. It'll be uploaded to the YouTube channel, Wolfie Streams. Check it out. But here we go. Our final news story. They just announced this, like, as we were streaming this. Let's take a look. Marvel Rivals had a new character announced. Let's see her. Jubilee. She's a strategist. I like Jubilee a lot. Let's see what she plays like. Oh. Oh, she literally just shooting fireworks. Oh my god, just in time for the 4th of July. Not really. And she just... She DPS. Oh my god. Her costumes are about to be popping off harder than the pop rock she's throwing. What's her ult gonna be? A giant explosion? Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, she's going to be good for holding the point. Oh, she's going to be great at holding the point. What the hell?
Show's over for you.
Okay, Jubilee. Okay. That's cool. What is she again?
Clear the way. It's time for the Big Bang.
She a strategist? What did it say she was? Strategist. Huh. Okay, so she's a healer, but it looks like she was just DPSing. Finally, some good freaking food. Oh, her costumes are about to be going crazy. Jubilee's a great pick. I'm going to be real, chat. I'm glad a lot of X-Men are getting love in this game. Now you can actually make an X-Men team. You can make Jubilee, Magneto, Wolverine, hang on. Namor, technically, he's a mutant. Who else? I'm blanking on the characters right now. Hang on. You could do a whole, yeah, you got tank X-Men, you got DPS X-Men, you got healing X-Men now. And Gambit, and Jubilee now. You could... X-Men are the, like, most balanced team right now. Yeah, oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Phoenix, Cyclops, Storm, Emma Frost. No, X-Men is, like, the strongest team in Rivals right now. You can make so many X-Men teams. Perfectly balanced, too. All right. That's cool. So this is the new season. And chat, they've already said apparently who the next character is going to be after Jubilee. I don't know how I feel about it because I don't know who the character is. X-Men used to be Marvel's most iconic team. They still kind of are. The Hood, yeah. I heard the Hood and I was like, isn't that a DC character? I never heard of the Hood. At all. And I'm a Marvel guy. I've never heard of the Hood before. Check out Jubilee's second outfit. Where is it? Where is it, though? I don't know of Hood. He's a Spider-Man bad guy? Is he? Mummy Deadpool? Savage Lands. Okay. Oh, what the hell? Oh my god, that's Q! No way! Did they put Ultron as Q from Street Fighter 3? That looked like Q. Pharaoh Rocket? Is that the thing from Stranger Things? And Namor. Oh my god, a black and red outfit for Reed Richards, finally. God damn. Hang on. That's just Q from Street Fighter 3. Ha ha. I like that. I like that. This is a lot of the characters I play. I play Namor, I play Reed. I don't play Ultron, but I might pick him up for that costume. Play Rocket. Yeah, that's it. Now we need to switch 2 versions of Marvel Rivals. Will their connections be able to hold up? Hang on, what's this? Let me see this. Who's Namor? Namor is the first Marvel hero, one of the first ones. He's the anti-hero. He's the antagonist of Black Panther 2 if you saw that movie. What's this? Jubilee joins the dark side. Oh, that's her second costume, eh? Is this the vampire one? Okay. Namor is Aquaman. Namor came before Aquaman. I think Namor is one of the rare characters I think Marvel came out before DC with. Usually Marvel copied DC, but I think DC copied Marvel on that one. Namor. You say Namor. You gotta say it fancy-like. Alright, chat. So, that is it for Chill Tuesday. Hopefully you guys chilled the fuck out. I know I didn't. I got really heated today. Really heated. Stay hydrated. Please, stay cool out there. Don't get heat stroke or headaches, heat headaches, whatever the case. I'll catch y'all on Friday. So, I don't know what we're doing on Friday. I really don't. What the hell's going on Friday? What do we just beat Deltarune. And the last part of that VOD came out today on Wolfie Streams VOD channel. What are we playing on Friday? I don't know. Maybe we could try the secret boss on Friday for Deltarune. Maybe we could try that. Are we gonna be able to do that? We could try to see. You know what? Let's give it a secret boss shot. Maybe that'll be fun. Things could change in the meantime, chat, but I'll tweet out and let y'all know in the Discord server. All right, guys. That's it for today. Have a good one, y'all. I'm done. No more stream. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'm starving here. I'll find something to eat. All right. Oh, I do have Mina the Hollower. How about this then? Planned Deltarune Secret Boss, Chapter 5 Secret Boss. We might want to go with Mina the Hollower. I kind of want to try that game. I forgot I have that game now. I want to try it. All right, y'all. That's it. Take care, everybody. See y'all on Friday. Bye.